Trying to get this party started, folks. Go ahead and set everything up. Getting ready for this weekend. It's time for another live podcast. I see y'all checking in. Hope y'all get ready for a great weekend, man. We're going to have another good, fun podcast tonight, man. We're going to have some fun. I see everybody already in the live chat checking in, man. Y'all give me a second to get everything in order. And we're going to get this party started. We live streaming on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. This is the Foolish Show podcast. Y'all know how I do. I give it to you real, man. We talk about real life stuff. We don't just come on here to gossip. Life is too short for all that gossip. We talk about real life stuff over here. Let me get everything set up, and we're going to get this party started. The live chat is always wide open, so feel free to leave your comments, join in on the discussion. Shout out to everybody around the world that's watching and checking in. Tonight's topic, health is wealth. So we're going to talk about some of the things that we eat. What are some of our favorite foods that's not good for you? Remember, your health is wealth. Having good health can lead to a longer life. But at the end of the day, we all still got to die, no matter what you eat. But health is wealth. So we're going to get into some of that tonight, y'all. Some of our favorite foods that we love, but it ain't so good for us. Y'all know it's a lot of stuff that we love to eat that ain't good for your body. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to have some fun. Let me just set everything up. Shout out to everybody watching in the live chat. Y'all know how it goes. Hold on 1 second. Okay, y'all. I'm back. Hugh Mr. Green says, bless. Fizz, I see you. Fizz in the house. I see you, Fizz. Let me get everything right, y'all. And we're going to get this party started. We're going to talk about 10 of the unhealthiest things that we love to eat. So this should be interesting tonight. Because a lot of stuff we eat ain't good for us. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So let me just set everything up, and we're going to get this party started. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. I am your host, F to the Ish Foolish, representing reality music entertainment. This is the Foolish Show podcast, man. We come on here and have fun, but we talk about real life stuff. So tonight, health is wealth. So how important is what we eat and what we put in our body? How important is that? It's very important because it determines your health. And health is wealth, having good health. So we're going to have a good time tonight. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Set this last thing up. Then we're going to get into it. Let me see. Okay, we should be good. One last thing, folks. Hope y'all get ready for a great weekend, man. Hope y'all had a great week. All good vibes, man. That's what we be on. We spread love and no negativity. Keep them bad vibes away. This year, ain't never good vibes, never good blessings. We speak about positivity. We want everybody to be happy. We want everybody to be blessed. That's what it's all about. So we'll get into it in 1 minute, folks. Let me set this on up. Okay, we're gonna get this party started. Y'all come on in, man. We're gonna have a good show tonight. Health is wealth, which means we gotta watch what we put in our bodies. So I'm gonna play a little thing, and then we're gonna listen to it. Well, you know, we're gonna interact with it. So let me pull it up. Is this it? No. That one? No. Okay, let's go. Let's get into it, folks. So health is wealth. A lot of things we put in our body is not good for us. Some of our favorite foods, it might surprise you how bad it is for you. So we got to be careful, especially the older you get. You got to watch your diet. Watch what you put in your body.
First food number 2 is...
We're gonna get it started right now.
Worst food number 1 is chips.
Y'all hear that?
Yes, chips. I can almost hear you groaning from here. We all love them. Many of us grew up on them. Lay's, Ruffles, my personal favorite, salt and vinegar chips. But the problem is that chips are literally the living definition of empty calories. It's taking a low...
Y'all hear that? So number 1 on the list is chips. Chips is not good for you because it's empty calories. They fry them in that grease that's not good for you. Just listen. So we all love chips.
Putting inflammatory oils on it and deep frying that thing and then covering it in salt. There is basically no nutritional value, so many calories. These things do not keep you full, and they're often chock full of a bunch of preservatives and other crap that's bad for your health. And in prep for this video, I looked this up.
All that sour cream and onion, salt and vinegar that we love.
That adds
cheddar cheese.
4,000 calories to your diet every single year, equivalent of around 7 pounds of added fat just from that. So you got to get chips out of your life. And the key to do that is actually go into your pantry and throw those things out. If you have low quality chips in your pantry, get rid of them. And you could...
Y'all hear that? So we got to avoid chips. You hear what's all in it and how it damages your body. And it adds all that fat. So if you're going to eat chips, we have to eat the healthier chips.
Replace them with some healthier versions of chips. So here's one brand, Siete, that I like, and there's some other brands you might find in the grocery store. These chips are typically made with better kinds of flour, not potato, often almond or cassava flour, and they use avocado oil, which is a much healthier oil. So the next key is make sure you actually eat a proper serving. So instead of just reaching your hand into that endless black hole of a bag and eating chips, pour them into a little bit of a container and then put the bag away and then enjoy your chips with a little bit of salt.
So when you eat chips, eat them in portions. Don't sit there and eat the whole bag. And we talk about the healthy kind. The other kind, the Lay's and all that we love, it's not good for you. And he just explained why.
Also, or something like that. And other things you can do that I personally do with my family is we make apple chips. So slice some apples, put them in the dehydrator with a little cinnamon and salt.
So you can make some apple chips, cut you some apples up,
chips. You can do the salt
season them up,
chip style if you want to do that.
Put them in the oven.
Put them in the oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit for around 3 hours.
So apple chips is good for you.
Let's move on to food number 2 on this list.
Number 2.
Number 2 is non-organic bread. And I particularly want to pick on non-organic.
So all that bread that we love to eat them hot dogs with and them sausage sandwiches and make you a bologna and turkey sandwich at home, it ain't good for you. All that Wonder Bread ain't good for you.
Bread, and bring up bread this early.
You know we love us some bread.
It is a straight fact. You can eat bread and still lose weight. It just has to be the right kind. And the reason I can say this with such confidence is our program members inside Fit Father and Fit Mother have lost hundreds of thousands of pounds, and the majority of them have bread and sandwiches into their life. but they're eating organic sprouted bread. Typically a bread like Ezekiel bread, Dave's Killer sprouted bread is an option, or sourdough. These are much better breads. And organic is the key word, because if you're eating non-organic bread, your bread is sprayed with a pesticide called glyphosate, which is also known as Roundup. And this shit is...
Y'all hear that? So if you eat that regular bread, that bread is sprayed with Roundup, which is used to spray in the garden and kill weeds. Think about that. And we taking that and eating that and putting it into our body. So if y'all just tuning in, we talk about the 10 most unhealthiest things that we love to eat. The 10 most unhealthy things we love to eat. Number 1 was chips. Chips have a lot of fat, bad grease, all the stuff that ain't good for you. It ain't good for your heart. It ain't good for your cholesterol. Shout out to Miss Glover checking in. I see you, Miss Glover. But y'all come on in, man. We just getting started. So number 1 was chips. Number 2, we talking about right now is bread. All y'all that like to get in there and just get that Wonder Bread and put that mayo or that mustard on there and make your little turkey sandwiches, your little bologna sandwiches. That bread ain't good for you. That bread is sprayed with pesticide before it gets broken down and made into bread. Listen.
It's toxic. Excuse my language, but it's just the truth. It's all over our foods. It wrecks your gut microbiome. It's a known carcinogen, causes fertility issues, neurologic issues, and it is everywhere.
Y'all hear that? So even eating bread, ladies, can cause fertility issues, all type of health issues. Eating that non-organic bread. Listen.
I want to give you an action item here. There's actually a really cool report called the Detox Project Report of 2022. I'll link that in the description. They actually went to Boulder, Colorado, and they bought all these different foods, and then they lab tested them for the amount of glyphosate. So you can look at a report if you want to learn more about foods that are really high in these. There are certain brands from like Whole Foods, for example, that are super high in glyphosate, but I want you to get a healthier bread. And if you do get a healthy bread, like my number 1 recommendation is Ezekiel bread, organic, flourless, sprouted, so good.
You hear that? So try to find you some Ezekiel bread.
And have a sandwich. It's 35 grams of carbohydrates. It's got protein and fiber.
Okay, got protein, fiber, all that in it. You can make all your favorite sandwiches with it.
Has some nice protein in there, you're good to go. And if you sprout your bread, most people can tolerate it better. And if you really are wheat sensitive, you don't have to have bread at all. But you can also try an ancient wheat, like einkorn wheat, which is one of the oldest varieties of wheat.
Yeah.
Adulterated stuff like that. A lot of people tolerate it really well if they have any kind of gluten.
So stay away from that regular bread that you see in that grocery store. Make sure it's the healthy kind.
Sensitivities. Worst food number 3 is baked goods, like pastries, donuts, strudels, stuff like that. And you're probably thinking,
I know that's going to make a lot of people mad. The worst food that we eat, number 3, is pastries. All them baked donuts, all them Danishes and all that we love, ain't good for you. I know a lot of y'all, they're going to make a lot of y'all disappointed. But remember, health is wealth. We got to watch what we put in our body, especially the longer you live. The older you get, you got to watch what you eat. Maintain your health, your cholesterol, your blood pressure. Listen.
That sounds obviously bad for me, but I want you to know why it's particularly bad for you.
Listen.
So a baked good like this has the flour, often not organic, adds in some kind of low quality vegetable oil, like vegetable sugar.
So y'all hear why them baked goods, them treats ain't good for you, because they have non-organic flour.
With sugar, so already not looking too good.
With a lot of sugar.
Baked goods, they actually add these things to them called bromides. And it uses this element of bromide to make these bromides. It's kind of like a thing that makes it fluffier, makes things consistency is better. That's why they use it in these baked goods. But the problem is these bromides actually get into your thyroid gland. The gland in your...
So the bromides that they put inside of that stuff to make it blow up and grow, make that flour rise, or whatever you bake in them donuts, it messes up your thyroid. So the number 3 thing, y'all just tune in, the third healthiest thing that we eat that's not good for us is all those pastries, all those donuts, cookies, all that stuff there. Listen.
That controls all your metabolism hormones, and it binds to that thyroid gland and the thyroid receptor that normally needs iodine, this key nutrient we know we want for our foods. Iodine makes thyroid hormone. Bromide blocks this whole process. So you have metabolism. You can experience fatigue. If you're a woman, menstrual irregularities, hair issues, and just not feeling good at all. So
you hear all that side effects that will go on with your body if you continue to eat all these treats that we love. It has side effects.
Baked goods aren't so innocent, and you want to look on your labels. Potassium bromate is one way these bromides hide in there, but there's also something called brominated vegetable oil, BVO, and this is found in a lot of soft drinks, citrus drinks, Gatorades, Powerades, Mountain Dew still has it, Fanta.
Y'all hear that? Even Powerades and Mountain Dews and all that have that same stuff in it.
Citrus things like this. So BVOs and bromide stuff you do not want in your diet, and obviously for all the other reasons, these baked pastry goods are not good. And also, sometimes people eat these for breakfast, and breakfast is the time of day.
If you just tuned in, we're talking about the 10 most unhealthiest things that we love to eat. Because you know we like to eat a lot, and a lot of stuff we eat ain't good for us. It might taste good, it might look delicious, but it ain't good for you. So the first thing was chips. Chips is not good for you unless you get the alternative, healthier chips. Number 2, breads. Unless you're eating that healthy bread, that real wheat bread, all that Wonder Bread and all that stuff, it ain't good for you. The third thing is all these pastries, these treats that's baked, like donuts and stuff like that. If you eat too much of it, you eat it for too long, it have a bad effect on your body.
You want to keep your carbs lower and keep your protein and healthy fats higher. You don't want to dysregulate your blood sugar super early in the morning.
If you watch it on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to this channel.
With the avocado toast kind of scenario, you could have an egg-based recipe for breakfast. You could just get some higher quality stuff and make sure that you're protecting your thyroid. Let's get into food number 4 on this list.
Number 4, unhealthy food. Y'all get ready for it now. I'm telling you, get ready.
Never really focused on money.
Because after this, it's going to make you think twice about how you eat. You're going to think about what you put in your stomach and in your mouth.
Worst food number 4 is
Uh-oh.
with some kind of cream-based sauce. Like chicken Alfredo or pasta.
Y'all hear that? All that shrimp Alfredo, chicken Alfredo, it ain't good for you. Because pasta ain't good for you. And I love pasta. So I'm struggling with that one, y'all. I don't know about y'all out there watching. So I want y'all to listen. And he's going to explain why pasta, especially ones with sauce and creamy sauce in it, ain't good for you.
Alfredo. And I'm going to bring it up stage just because it's kind of like the bread one. People on our plans inside Fit Father and Fit Mother, tens of thousands of them have pasta on a weekly basis and still lose weight. But they're getting healthier pastas, either on organic wheat. Maybe they're doing a chickpea pasta.
So if you're going to eat pasta, you got to be that organic wheat pasta. That's more healthier for you.
Brown rice pasta. But they're getting a higher quality pasta, and they're not loading it with really high-fat sauce. So even like a cup of chicken Alfredo has like 500 calories. And like, let's be honest.
1 cup of chicken Alfredo is 500 calories that you intaking in your body. 500 calories. And we know we love us some Alfredo, especially chicken and shrimp Alfredo. Think about it.
Honest, this stuff's so good. You want to eat like 6 cups of that and your stomach hurts afterwards. So if you're going to have pasta, you absolutely want to go with a low sugar marinara sauce, something like a red sauce. You want to look on the back of it, make sure it has less than 4 grams of sugar, added sugars, ideally organic. And this actually has a ton of health benefits. These crushed up tomatoes are high in vitamin A. They're high in this nutrient called lycopene that's so good for our vision, good for guys' prostates. It has vitamin K, and it tastes really delicious. So a pasta with a red sauce, or maybe drizzle with some olive oil with a little salt.
So if you eat your pasta, get you that organic pasta and eat it with some red sauce.
Now we're talking. That's something you can have and incorporate into your diet, but get the cream sauces out. Anything that's really cream-based, cheese-based is going to wreck your health long-term. Get that out, still enjoy the kind of pasta with a red or a lighter sauce. Let's get into our next food. Worst food number 5 on our list is fried fish and fried chicken.
Number 5, y'all. Fried chicken and fried fish. Y'all know how much we love that fried chicken. We know how much we love that Popeyes and that KFC and that Church's or that Publix fried chicken. Or you want to go get you some good fried fish, catfish, snapper. Ain't good for you. And you know we love it. We love us some fried fish and chicken.
Fried foods in general, I want to zone in on those two. What is fried food? It's taking some kind of meat, oftentimes a lower quality protein, putting it typically in non-organic wheat, and then dipping it in low quality oil at a high temperature and creating all these
You see why it's ain't good? Because look, the stuff that they season it all with, and when they fry it in that oil, all that's unhealthy.
Fats and other BS. And I want to specifically show you some research here. And prep for this video, I looked up a study, and it actually is called Fried Fish and Heart Failure. And I want to read this to you.
Y'all better listen.
What they found is that eating 5 or more servings of baked or broiled fish, a healthier preparation version per week, lowered the risk of heart failure by 30%. That's
so if you're eating your fish and chicken baked, you lower your heart failure percentage by 30%. So if you're gonna eat it baked. Stay away from that fried food, that fried fish and that fried chicken. We know it tastes good. We know when you bite in it and the juices come out of it. I know. But if we gonna eat it, we gotta eat it baked. Because if you eat it fried, then we're killing our heart. All that cholesterol and stuff building up in our arteries.
This effect was attributed primarily to the consumption of the dark fish, like the salmon and the sardines that have those omega-3s. And in contrast, they found that eating fried fish 1 or more times a week was associated with a 48% increased risk of heart failure.
Y'all hear that? Eating fried foods more than 1 time a week increases your risk of heart failure. Did y'all hear that? You know how much we love to get us some fried fish and some fried chicken. Deep fried. Put that hot sauce and mustard on that fish and go to work. But it ain't good for you. You know how we love to put that hot sauce and that ketchup on that fried chicken? But that fried chicken ain't good for you. So if you're going to eat it baked. Because when you fry all that meal and all that grease, it ain't good for you. All that stuff leads to heart failure later on in life. And what we're talking about tonight, health as well. So the older we get, you got to make sure you eating right and taking care of yourself. That's not going to prevent death, but it might let you live a little longer. We all still going to die, no matter what you eat. But we still have to watch what we eat.
This top fried foods is toxic for your cardiovascular system. It has all these kinds of inflammatory fats that get into your arteries, and then your body lays down plaque in response to the inflammation. And then over time, if you keep on doing this, you get atherosclerosis. You can have a heart attack.
All that happens from eating fried foods
are not good. Now, if you have a cheat meal or a free meal once in a blue moon and you have some fried fish on Fridays, that's what we used to do when I lived in the East Coast, okay. But if this is a part of your life, you got to get it out. And the cool thing is you can still enjoy beautiful fish or beautiful chicken in other ways, just prep it better. The best preparation methods, in my opinion, are check out something like an air fryer, grilling, baking, or honestly, try a sous vide.
Y'all hear that? So it's more healthy to air fry your fish or chicken or grill it or throw it in the oven. But eating it fried ain't good for you because it can lead to heart failure, all type of heart disease. The more you eat that fried food, because all that greasy stuff clogs up your arteries.
Vide is like where you actually package it in like it cooks in the water in these little packages. And the cool thing about sous vide is you can cook it at low temperature, which makes it even healthier for you. Whatever works for your family, get the fried foods out. Prepare with just baked, grilled, and broiled. And if you ever go to a restaurant, that's going to be the best thing to order. Find the protein that you like, bake, grilled, something like that, with a side of some veggies, and you'll always be able to find a healthy meal wherever you go. Let's get into the next food on this list.
Hey, it's me.
Y'all hear that? So if you're just tuning in, we naming the top 5, 10 foods that's not good for you. Number 1 was chips. You know, we love our salt and vinegar, sour cream, barbecue. It ain't good for you. Number 2 is breads. All that Wonder Bread and all that stuff that we see in the grocery store ain't good for you. And what he just talked about just now was pasta. Pasta is not good for you. If you're going to eat pasta, we have to eat the organic kind that's good for you. And the last one he just spoke about is all the pastries. Eating that baked food, all that baked donuts and all that sweet stuff that we like to eat. We already know it ain't good for you, especially when you're a diabetic. We know how it goes. It ain't no secret. It ain't like they telling us something that we don't know. We know it ain't good for us. It tastes good.
Worst food number 6 on our list is highly processed meats. And I'm talking about hot dogs, sausages, deli meats.
Y'all in?
There's one resounding thing that nutrition.
The number 6 things that ain't good for us that we love to eat is them hot diggity dogs. All that processed food that they just processes and putting everything together. And we love to eat it. We tear it up. I know I love me some sausage. I love me some fried sausage. But it ain't good for you. Listen.
Disagree on is that processed meats are bad for you. They increase your risk of colon cancer, which is a major killer. It's because they have these things called...
Y'all hear that? Eating that processed food, them hot dogs all the time, them sausages, increase the risk of you getting colon cancer. Men, I hope y'all was listening out there. So we got to try to stay away from them hot diggity dogs and them sausages.
Nitrites and nitrates in them that get into your digestive tract and irritate the colon, damage DNA, and colon cancer will completely change your life if not take your life. You do not want to mess with that stuff.
Y'all hear that?
They're also not great for your heart. A lot of these low quality meats honestly have like the worst parts of the animal kind of like put together. Plus they're often high.
So all they're doing is taking all the different types of meats and different parts of the animal and just putting it all together. And we love it. We tearing it up. And it's tearing our body up. It's tearing your digestive system up. It's messing up your heart.
A bunch of salt. Plus, they're often high in very low quality saturated fats. So it's just like a recipe.
Y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. This is the Food Show podcast.
Just have some ground beef. Just have some grass-fed steak. Get something that's less processed. Instead of like...
So stay away from that processed meat. Get you some ground beef. Get you some steak that come from a good clean cow. So stay away from all that processed meat, like hot diggity dogs, hot dogs, sausages, stuff like that we love, that's full of sodium, which is salt, and a lot of more stuff that ain't good for us.
The sausage you may like, turns out that getting like an organic chicken sausage is better. The chicken and the white meat is better than the dark meat when it comes in a sausage.
Okay, so they say if you're going to get an alternative for sausage, start eating chicken sausage, which I ain't never had. I don't even know how that tastes. I didn't even know chicken sausage exists.
Form. In terms of like those salami or hard cold cuts, and look, I'm Italian from the East Coast. My grandma was a grocer. My grandpa was a grocer. Like meats are a part of our life. They're not anymore. Because quite frankly, eating something like turkey breast or chicken breast is going to be so much better for you, even though that's processed. But if you can cook an actual chicken breast and slice that, that's going to be the best option. And get the low quality.
So get you some turkey breast and chicken breast and throw it in the oven and bake it. Those type of meats are more healthier for you than those processed meats, full of all that stuff that eventually will kill us and destroy your body.
Processed meats out of your life. Occasionally, if you want to have an all beef, organic, grass-fed hot dog in the summer, go for it, but not on a weekly basis. It'll definitely hurt your health. Let's get into the next food on this list. Worst food number 7 on our list is French fries.
Oh, here we go.
Of course, these are not good for us.
Y'all hear that? Number 7 on this list is French fries. And we know how we always love French fries. No matter what sandwich you get, what they offer you on the side. Some French fries. If you get a hamburger, you get a sub, a cheesesteak sub. A lot of these restaurants we go to, they always offer you French fries on the side. See, I've been stayed away from French fries. I don't even eat them that much. I think I ate it too much growing up anyway. Well, I don't even want to see another French fry. But French fries, it ain't good for you. And a lot of people around the world, we love French fries. Some people can eat it plain. Some people like a lot of ketchup. Or you might eat them loaded fries. But y'all listen.
I want you to 100% understand why. And it's actually very similar to the reason why chips are not good. We're taking a potato, cooking it with crappy oils on heat, and it's super addictive. But here's the science. When we actually take carbohydrates like potatoes and cook them on high heat with vegetable oils, it creates a compound called acrylamides. It sounds like acrylic, but acrylamides. These things are super toxic.
So y'all hear that? Acrylamides. Think about that the next time you pick up a French fry. That's something that's toxic that we put in our bodies.
They age you. They increase the risk of cancer. And French fries are like the best source of acrylamides. If you want to kill yourself, eat French fries every single day. And here's the thing, you go out to fast food eventually with your family. Maybe you're into sports or doing some stuff and you're on the go.
And we know how we love the French fries.
The thing about this is you can
especially the McDonald's French fries.
On occasion from fast food, or eat the chicken sandwich, even better. Just skip the fries. You can still enjoy yourself, but the fries are just terrible. And if you absolutely insist, you're like Dr. A, fries are my life. I need them. Make your own. Here's how you do it.
Listen.
Some sweet potatoes, because they're actually much better for you than white potatoes on a lot of reasons. More nutrients. They're actually a completely different.
So this is some educational stuff we're doing tonight.
Cut those things into slices. They can be like this. They can be like this. However you like to do it. A little bit of all.
So I said, if you're going to eat some fries, get you some sweet potatoes and cut them up. And cook your own fries. Sweet potatoes are more healthier than the ordinary white potatoes.
Olive oil, a little bit of salt, maybe some cardamom or cinnamon if you want a little punch to that thing. Put it in the oven and bake it until it's crispy. It can be around 30-40 minutes.
Remember, y'all, health is our wealth.
So much.
If you don't have good health, you ain't no good.
A lot of benefit.
You can't enjoy life
If you're used to getting like
if you're always sick and in bad health.
Grocery store, they're like,
you got to take care of yourself.
Those are not as good as you making them on your own because they're still lathered in some low quality oils. So if you can do it fresh food is almost always going to be healthier for you. So get the natural fries, get the French fries out of your life, and let's move on to the next food. Don't let living.
Y'all hear this? Y'all listening? I hope y'all learning some stuff. Hope y'all learning some stuff.
Number 8 is eating
about the stuff that we eat.
And in particular, ice cream. So let's talk ice cream first, because that one's like a slam.
Y'all hear that? The next one on the list is eating too much dairy and too much ice cream. Now, we know some of us, we can't stay away from that ice cream. You can't help yourself. We be craving it. You be wanting that vanilla, that chocolate, that cookies and cream, that butter pecan, that strawberry.
Ice cream is dairy, typically not organic, mixed with a bunch of sugar, bunch of preservatives,
Y'all hear that? See, ice cream got a whole bunch of sugar in it. And we know too much sugar ain't good for you. All the preservatives, all that stuff that make it a certain color, all that stuff we eat, it ain't good for us. Listen up.
Flavorings, candy stuff in there, and we're almost always eating it at night, at a time where we don't want to be jacking up our blood sugar. So that's a problem. And the way to fix that is to understand that, hey, we like ice cream. It's so good to have something that's a little comforting, but there's such better options. What my family does is we buy these low sugar coconut ice cream bars from a brand called So Delicious. They literally, I think, have 0 or 1 grams of sugar. They have
So basically, you're telling you, if you're going to eat ice cream, try to find you some sugar-free ice cream that still tastes good. Now, we know, oh, no, that can't taste good. But they got some good sugar-free ice cream because I buy it for my mom. So find you some good sugar-free ice cream if you love ice cream that much.
Actually, no dairy. It's made from the coconut milk. And they have a nice chocolate outer coating, vanilla in the middle. I give one of these to my daughter, and she crushes that thing. Runs around the house eating this So Delicious coconut bar. She loves it. Knows no different. And I really like them for when I need a treat. And the cool thing is if you go into the frozen section of your grocery store, particularly like a health and natural kind of grocery store, so many options these days. So go ahead and throw out the high sugar, crappy ice creams.
Y'all hear that?
A healthier version and use it on occasion. And now I also want to talk about dairy because I lump dairy in here as well. dairy, certain kinds can have health benefits. I'm talking like Greek yogurt, a fermented yogurt with probiotics like kefir, a sheep's or a goat's cheese on occasion.
Okay, so eat you some goat cheese every now and then, some Greek yogurt. If you love dairy products, they're more healthy.
As a little sprinkle on a salad. But if you're crushing dairy on a high basis, chances are you're having some problems. A lot of people are allergic to the proteins in dairy. Up to 90% of the world, because a lot of Black people and Asian people, including yours truly also, is allergic to the milk, or we can't break down the milk, lactose intolerance. But either way, dairy is a food that's pretty complex and causes a lot of problems. It can cause mucus production. It actually has a...
You hear what he's saying? Eating too much dairy products ain't good for you. So you know we love our ice cream and all that other stuff. But you got to find the healthier version. The ones that we love, it ain't good for us.
A compound called beta-casomorphin that is a natural opioid. That's when we eat dairy, we often feel good. It's because literally it's got natural opioids that go into the nervous system and make us feel happy, a little doped up, and addicted. You can literally be addicted to dairy. So I keep dairy as like a thing that happens occasionally. If I'm in a restaurant, dairy finds me. If I have a salad and I have a little bit of goat cheese, fine. If I put a little Parmesan on top of my pesto, cool.
So he's telling you don't eat a whole lot of dairies every day. A lot of dairy products ain't good for you. There's a lot of stuff added in it, and your stomach don't adjust well to it. They have a lot of unhealthy effects on your body. So try to stay away from dairy. Don't eat it every day like that, and don't eat a whole bunch of it. See, we naming a lot of stuff tonight that a lot of people didn't know that wasn't good for you. You know, we love it. We love our fried chicken and all that. It ain't good for you. You love your French fries. It ain't good for you. You love you some ice cream. When people get depressed, they can sit and eat a whole pint of ice cream. But it ain't good for you. Remember, your health is your wealth. If you ain't in good health, you ain't good to nobody. You ain't good to your family. You ain't no good to your spouse. So we got to try to take care of ourselves. The Bible tells you your body is your temple. So take care of your temple. Take care of your body. Watch what you're putting in it.
But I'm not crushing dairy on a big basis. Do feel good on dairy. You can get those fermented dairies, the Greek yogurts, the kefir. Have that in the morning with some berries. And of course, try those better quality desserts at night. It's going to be a great time for your family. You're going to save a ton of time and enjoy yourself in the process. Let's get into the next.
Spread some education tonight.
Worst food number 9.
Number 9.
Think about my hands at this point. 9. Worst food number 9 is highly processed plant-based foods. Now, I am a big advocate of actually including more plant-based things into your diet. Things like a vegetarian chili. Maybe you make a power bowl with some quinoa, some avocado, some hemp.
So a lot of that plant-based food ain't good for you either. Listen up.
What's not awesome is a lot of these fake foods that are trying to be vegan buffalo chicken, vegan teriyaki, something or another. And what they're typically doing is either taking gluten protein or low-quality soy protein that's sprayed with all sorts of different terrible pesticides, mixing that with vegetable oil with a bunch
of... So don't think that everything is healthy because it says plant-based or it's so-called supposed to be vegan. Because a lot of this stuff is just made up in laboratories. They're making it up in the lab, adding all type of stuff in it, and all that stuff we put in our body, and it's going to have side effects, and it's going to affect your body. So even when stuff is plant-based, you got to make sure it's the real thing, not that laboratory stuff that they just spraying chemicals on and pretending that it's good for you, and it ain't.
Binders and fillers with food coloring and putting in a package for you. And now there's lots of reasons why people do eat plant-based, but if you're going to eat plant-based, you need to eat whole foods plant-based, not a lot of this crap. And now I'm going to pick on Beyond Burgers, for example. These are the things that got a lot of traction over the last few years.
Listen.
Plant-based documentaries and people want to eat more. There's a lot of crap in these. You don't necessarily want to be having a bunch of canola oil with hydrolyzed pea protein with food colorings in there. So on occasion, sure. But if you're going to have burgers plant-based all the time, get a high-quality organic black bean burger. That's probably going to be a lot better for you. And if you do want to have more plant-based proteins, what I and my family do, we make bomb vegetarian chili. Get a bunch of black beans, different kinds of tomatoes, spices, throw all that stuff in there. It's delicious. Super, super good. If you want to throw a little shredded cheese on top, it's a really, really good meal. high protein without needing meat. I also make those power bowls, and if you're going to eat tofu, needs to be organic. Non-organic tofu is sprayed with a different kind of pesticide.
So if you like tofu, make sure it's non-organic.
Atrazine that actually interfaces with the hormone receptors, disrupts hormones, causes a lot of problems. You don't want that in your body either, just like the non-organic wheat. So better plant-based foods, good for your health. Let's move into the...
So if y'all just tuning in, tonight's podcast, we talk about the 10 most unhealthiest things that we love to eat. And some of these things are surprising. Because all the stuff that we love, ice cream, french fries, fried fish, fried chicken, ain't none of that stuff good for you. None of it. So we have to stay away from it, especially the older you get, because your body ain't going to be able to take it. So little that we know, we slowly killing ourselves. The more we eat all this stuff that's so-called so good to you, and it tastes so good to you, you slowly but surely killing yourself. You're deteriorating your body and putting all this toxic stuff in it. And you know I'm guilty, because a lot of this stuff I love to eat, especially pasta. And pasta is not good for you. You have to get the organic pasta, the healthier pasta, if you're going to eat it. And I love pasta. I love spaghetti. I love Alfredo. But we got to watch what we eat, folks. Let's get into the last one.
Final and potentially surprising food on this list.
Number 10, the last food on this list, folks. The last one.
We're here at number 10.
Number 10.
First food on our list. And that's these fake healthy, high sugar fruit drinks. You're going to see these things are called like green goddess or mango antioxidant.
Y'all hear that? So all them drinks that they talking about, oh, it's blended with this fruit and this plant and all that. Be careful. Don't believe everything you read.
Explosion, all these different kinds of drinks that look healthy and they say tons of vitamins, tons of this. These things are glorified sugar shots.
Y'all hear that?
The ingredients, they always have a bunch of these fruit purees, mango puree, orange juice, apple puree, and it's loaded with like 30, 40 grams of sugar. Okay, it has a little vitamin C. You can get that absolutely anywhere. And the fact is, fruit can be okay in your diet if you're eating whole fruit. When you eat whole fruit, it's coming with the water, it's coming with the fiber, it's coming with those fresh vitamins and minerals, and it actually...
So it's better for you to eat the fruit whole. All them juices that they sell and talking about, they got all these vitamins and stuff in it. A lot of them just full of sugar, and they just fooling you. They're telling you lies just to get you to buy it, to make you think that you're being healthier. So don't be deceived when you go to the store and you see all these different brands and, oh, this is so good for you and it got so much vitamin C and it has this. Be careful.
Time releases in your body. And when fruits are fresh, they have tons of beneficial compounds in them. I'm actually going to do a new video upcoming on some of my favorite healthy foods to include for weight loss and health. And one of those, for example, is blueberries. Eating blueberries, although it has some sugar, it also has fiber and vitamins, actually increases your genes that help you burn more fat.
Y'all hear that? That's a little known fact. So eat more blueberries. Blueberries is good for you.
So fruit can be good, but don't get these fruit drinks. Get them out. Now, here's an exception. If you're someone who likes to juice, and what this means is you have a good juicer and you're making a solid juice, it's like apple, carrot, celery, ginger kind of juice, that has health benefits, but that's fresh juice from good protein.
So it's good if you got a juicer at home to put all your vegetables and your fruit in there and make your own juice from scratch. So you know it's the real thing. You know you ain't adding nothing in it. It's the real fruits and vegetables. See that the ones that they put in the bottle, they add so much stuff in it. Then they sell it to you and pretend like it's so healthy, when it still has all type of stuff in it that's not healthy.
Not something that's been sitting in a can, that's loaded up with some kind of recipe from some kind of corporation. That's real food, just in juice format. That's it, my friend. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this.
So we got into 10 of the most unhealthiest foods that we love to eat. Some of those things are stuff that we all love. Ice cream, fried fish, fried chicken, pasta, baked donuts. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But a lot of times that stuff that we eat ain't good for us. It's really not. So we gotta watch what we putting in our body. Watch what you eat. Watch what you taking in. Especially the older you get. Your body might be not able to process and break down that food the way it's supposed to. We got to find alternative healthy foods to eat. So if you love chips, find you some healthy chips. Or make your own chips by cutting up some apples, season them up a little bit, throw them in the oven, make you some good homemade apple chips. You love pasta, you got to get that healthier pasta. The pasta that we love, it ain't good for us because it's filled with a lot of stuff that ain't good for your body. Do you understand what I'm saying? So your health is your wealth. We have to be careful of what we eat. Taking care of yourself. Making sure you're on top of what you eat. Because we have our guilty pleasures. We love to sit around and watch TV with a big old bowl of ice cream, with yogurt, with a whole thing of cookies. You'll sit up there and eat a whole 12 of them Krispy Kreme donuts. But all that stuff, it ain't good for us, folks. It's slowly messing up your body and breaking you down. Remember your health as well. If you ain't in good health, you ain't no good to nobody. You gotta be careful and watch what you eat. So we have to change our diet up. So I hope tonight we all learn something different. Because I know I did. A lot of the stuff I didn't know it wasn't good for us. It tastes good. Especially French fries. Everybody loves French fries. But French fries will kill you. If you eat French fries every day, eventually it will kill you. That's how toxic French fries is. I didn't know that. I know it wasn't that good because you have to fry. Anything you fry and with that grease and all that, I know it ain't good because it clogs up your arteries and it's not good for your heart. So I ain't know it was that bad though. So a lot of stuff I didn't know. Number one thing on the list was chips. And we know how we love some chips. I love my salt and vinegar. But it ain't good for us. So we got to keep all this stuff in mind, folks. We got to change up our diet. Watch what you eat. What you eat. Because we could be killing ourselves. You could be shortening your own life and don't even realize it. You could be taking days off of your life by the things that we taking in our food. A lot of that stuff is made with stuff that's not good for us. Stuff that's slowly killing us inside. Will cause cancer. Will cause heart disease and all type of stuff like that. It can affect your fertility, and if you're able to have a kid. A lot of these foods have side effects, folks, but we don't never think about that. We don't think about the side effects. We just think about how good it tastes, because it tastes so good to you. So I hope this podcast we learn how important our health is and how important we have to watch what we eat. You have to watch your diet. Watch what you taking in. Certain things you got to find an alternative to it. If you love it so much, find the healthier version of chips. If you really love chips, find the healthy version of ice cream. Get that sugar-free ice cream that's not full of all that sugar that's going to have you being a diabetic and give you a high risk of stroke and all this other stuff. See, you got to find an alternative that's more healthy when you're eating this stuff. Everything that look good ain't good. When you see it and it make your mouth water and you be craving it, that don't mean it's good for you. It could be a death on the plate. You could be eating your own demise. So watch what we put in our bodies, what we eat, how much we eat. Eating too much of stuff ain't good for you. Don't overdo it. Every now and then you can cheat and have you something that you're supposed to have. Every now and then. But don't overdo it. We all get our cheat days in where you might have to have them french fries. You might want you a good piece of fried chicken. You might want you a good piece of catfish that's fried, snap. You might want you a piece of tilapia every now and then. But if you eat it every day, you asking for problems. Don't eat none of that stuff every day. Take it out your diet. You can eat it every once in a while. But if you eat it every day, you're killing yourself. You're sending yourself to the grave. So watch what you eat. Watch how you eat it. Don't be afraid to look out for your health. You only get one life. So once you lose your life, it ain't no starting over. It ain't no do-overs. You got to take care of yourself. Health is wealth. So I hope tonight's podcast we learn some educational stuff about what we should be eating, how much we should be eating it, what's good for you, and what's not. Because everything that look good, it ain't good. And we know that. A lot of stuff we already know. Because a lot of times before you eat it, you be like, I don't supposed to have this, but. And then you go ahead and eat it. You know, a lot of times I don't supposed to eat this, but I don't care. I'm craving it. Or I just got a taste for it. So most of the time, we know the stuff that we eat ain't no good. But you just like how it tastes on your taste buds. You like how it tastes. You're not thinking about the consequences of you eating this stuff. You're not thinking about what's going to happen to your body. You ain't thinking about how unhealthy it is. All you thinking about is that thing is good when I eat it. And we all guilty of it. Because I know I don't eat like I'm supposed to. I know I eat a lot of stuff I don't got no business eating. So we all got to start watching our diet. Because it's very important. It's very important to have a healthy life. A life where you can enjoy. Where you don't have to suffer and always be in pain and in and out the hospital and having all these kind of conditions and diseases. It starts with what you put inside your body. Your body is your car. You don't want to put that cheap gas in your car because eventually your car is going to break down. So you put all that toxic food in your body, eventually your body, it will shut down. It will break down on you. So we got to watch what we eat, folks. Be careful of the favorite things that we love that ain't good for us. All those favorite snacks, it ain't good for you. You will pay for it later. It might taste good right now, but you'll be paying for it later when you end up laying in a hospital bed or you be somewhere fighting for your life because your heart done failed or you done had a heart attack. You walk around with high blood pressure because you're eating all this stuff with all this salt. So all that's very important. Watching what you eat. Watching your diet. So I hope we all learned something tonight. All those snacks we love, it ain't good for you. All that fried fish, fried chicken, all that grease, you're killing yourself. You can have it every now and then, But when you eat it every day or every other day, you're killing yourself. So we got to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you about to open that next bag of chips. Keep this in mind when you eat them French fries with that fried fish. When you eat them chicken and fries. Keep in mind how your health is deteriorating the more you eat it. The more you take it in, the more we're killing ourselves. And I want y'all to think about that. The more you eat all this bad stuff, the more we are killing ourselves. I don't think nobody want to kill themselves on purpose. So take the time to watch what you eat, exercise, and enjoy life. Live life to the fullest. Keep a positive mind frame. Always be happy. Every day you wake up, be happy that you're alive. Don't take life for granted. Because there's a lot of people that ain't here. We don't know when our last day gonna be. So we can't take no days for granted. Understand that we all blessed to be alive. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your folks. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your kids. Create memories. Create good times. Stuff that y'all can reminisce about. Because remember, one day, everybody ain't going to be there. Every holiday that comes is going to be another person that's missing. Another person that gone to the other side. Another person that's dead and gone. And it could be you. Because we don't know when our time is going to expire. So take care of your body. Your health is your wealth. But I appreciate y'all checking in tonight's podcast, man. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you ain't already. The YouTube channel is Reality Music Entertainment. If y'all want to know more about me, just go to Google and type in Rapper Foolish, Florida. Rapper Foolish. And all my stuff will pop up, all my music, all my interviews, everything that I be working on. All you got to do is Google me. And if you want some of my apparel, because I have launched my official merchandise, Reality Music Entertainment merchandise is available. So go to Google and type in Reality Music Entertainment merch. And it will take you to the store on teespring.com. We got brand new apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, snapbacks, beanies, workout gear for ladies and men. You name it, we got it. But y'all stay safe. Enjoy your weekend.